All right, guys. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Monica had a very good idea to go live today for what is it? The CRC
The
Academy.
CRC Academy.
Do we have like something special about it, or why are we going live for this?
Well, because the CRC Academy is on third or fourth year. It's funny because
Third,
everything
third.
basically all our adventures have started in October. So the CRC Academy 2019, then the Latinos in Clinical Research October 2020, um, and I think the university was around the same time. So
And that's your birthday around that time too.
yes, same
Which
week.
it's not yet. Your birthday's not yet. But
No,
people
but
on
it's
LinkedIn will know it's coming. So we got all right,
yeah.
guys. There's Carla Vera Navas. So this was Monica's idea to do
Oh,
this.
Carla.
I
Hola,
missed out.
Carla.
I missed out on your guys' dinner. It looked really good at SCRS. I almost
It
said
was
Scope.
so much fun. So much fun.
That's good.
It was
How was
nice to get
SCRS?
to meet.
What's your
You know
takeaways from
what?
SCRS?
It was really good. I must confess. I think
But like,
I
what's so
I
good about it? Because I'm not very big into conferences. So what's so good?
eh,
Convince me what was good.
okay. Okay, so what I like about it is because we got to meet many sites, site owners, and people that we have been networking virtually for a while, including Carla. So we
Okay.
got to see them in person, and that was very nice.
There's
Hi,
nothing like
Lionel.
there's nothing like meeting somebody in person that you've been virtually
Uh,
connected to.
One
I
hundred
understand. I
percent,
understand that.
one
I
hundred
understand that.
percent. So we get to meet the people that we've been chatting with for a while virtually. We got to meet more Latinos that are interested in our Latinos in clinical research. We got to meet people from the sponsors that were interested in both our clinics, our program, and also the Latinos in clinical research. So they were interested in the whole thing. Um, we spoke with a lot of people. We discuss things that usually you don't discuss very openly
What
about
we
it.
need to know, we need to know the detail. Hello, Lionel. Hello, Diana. Nice to see you.
Diana.
You should have met up with
Diana?
her. Is she still in Miami?
Yeah, Diana is a former student from the CRC
I know,
Academy.
I know. Diana, were you at SCRS? Well, it's in your hometown, right?
Yeah, no, she was not there, but
It's okay. I wasn't either, Diana.
yeah.
Don't worry. We both feel left out. Hamid, how's it going? Nice to see you. Bodhi and Sonic, they're here. They're outside because we have somebody working on the house, and so they're not allowed inside right now.
Oh,
Uh, Ana, Laura, Carol Flores, hey, nice to see you.
she's from Mexico.
I
Say
know,
we
I
say
know.
hello to Mexico City or Mexico in general.
Yeah, DF. So,
Hmm.
okay, so I get it, the face-to-face interaction with people, but like as far as like the sessions or like, do you learn anything from those?
Well, the some of the, we participated in some of the sessions. Uh,
Hmm.
they were good. The diversity session was very interesting. Actually, it was very good. I wish they had invited a larger team to speak about diversity, to include more points of view, to include probably the voice of Latinos, the voice of the other voices of other minority groups.
Hmm.
Because we were there, we have been available, so I wish we were
That's why I'm
invited to
skeptical.
speak.
That's why I'm skeptical
Yeah,
about this stuff. Because whenever you have
But
like a middle, like a organ, I don't care who it is, SCRS, any of them, you have like this company controlling the dialogue and the communication. It's still not as free and as open as things that we're doing right now, for example, where like I can just click randomly and say, "Hey, Khadijah, how's it going from Tunisia? How are you?
ooh,
Um,
hi.
thank you for watching. Anna Lara, for sure, we gotta go visit. And then Maureen, I'm in Arizona too. So thank you for joining us. So yeah, I'm a little bit like those conferences, unless I'm invited to speak or attend. I mean, I did DIA virtually, so I did it the same day you guys were there. It's a conference, but I was only on the one panel, and it's not an inconvenience to travel and to go. I just click on Zoom and I'm there. But it's not. You're right. The face to face is the only reason why those things work. But if that's the main value driver, why not just have a free conference and have sites go? Why does someone need to make money off of dialogue
That's
or
what we need
learning?
to do. We need to think about doing our meetup.
We've done one before COVID, remember, in Irvine.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that we should do another one. Many people have been asking about it.
I know. Free.
Um,
Free. You just
yeah,
get there somehow and we're there. Free. All right, here, let's get into some of these questions. Gustavo says, "Hi, Dan and Monica. I'm an IMG, which is an international medical graduate from Honduras, working as a CRC in Vancouver. Your videos helped me a lot during my job searching path. It's very nice to hear."
yay! We actually have many IMGs from Honduras now
Mhm.
in our classes. So thank you for that, Gustavo. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is
Yeah,
actually a pathway. Like, let's talk about CRC because this is the third birthday of
yeah.
CRC, right? We started, no, second, Monica.
No,
No,
third
no,
one.
third. Okay, third. Yeah,
Yeah.
time
Mhm.
fly. Happy three
I
years
mean,
old CRC Academy.
we've been educating for longer than that because we were giving like chances to students that wanted to do internships in the clinic and all of that. And
Right.
because of that, that's why this idea um, was born.
And so, what's been some of the most memorable things now over 3 years with your students for you?
I think the most memorable thing is growing together because at the same time that the students have been growing in their careers and opportunities, we have been growing as a company in many different ways now, learning how we can help better, learning to improve in many areas. And seeing our former students out there being very successful is probably the thing that makes me motivates me the most, especially when you see people that were in hardship before and due to the academy now they have a career and they have a very future and a very successful um, opportunities and they can provide for their families. So that's what I think that's one of the greatest motivators. Obviously, educating people to get into the industry is there too.
Yeah, no, that's been huge, especially some of those stories of people who were struggling, not just with research, but with life, and then really needing a break and clinical research being that break for them, whether they do our class or not. But obviously, here today, we're talking about the ones that did our program. Uh, Hello, Ziwo from Texas. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Michael says, "Hey, Dan from Jacksonville. Thanks to your videos, I got into research too." Thank you, Michael.
Wow.
Mahruz says, "I'm the first CRC in a new research institution, and it's been pretty crazy. Thanks for all the uploads and guidance because it's really helped. I was also wondering if you had any insight on clinical data managers and the progression of positions. I'm definitely doing a lot more data management in my current role and have been expanding my skills in that direction. So it's something I'm looking at for sure. Yeah, always be growing, always be expanding. I did a TikTok of this today. By the way, everybody go follow me on my TikTok. pushing 8,000 now. I've only started trying for like a year.
Yay!
I've been trying for a year. In the last like
Wow,
3 months,
Dan.
it's doubled in the last 3 months off of like 3 videos. But most of them are about growing. Most of them are about like exactly what Mahruz is talking about, either getting in and then growing. So it's amazing how you can make like, and this sounds like hyperbole, but you could make 6 figure a year without a college degree in research.
Exactly.
I mean, not only
And
is that's not like a that's not, by the way, like an outlier. Like that's not uncommon to hear. Just
I
want to
wanted
say
to
that.
mention something else that people probably don't even know, especially the IMGs. This is more likely, I mean, that's to the best of my knowledge, that right? This is the only industry that offers the opportunity to the IMGs. And even if they don't have their career accredited here, they can still use all that knowledge and even become
Medical monitor,
monitors.
medical writer. You guys can do so much. You have no idea. Everybody just thinks CRC, CRA. Well, yeah, CRC, that's how to get in. And it's definitely a rewarding career. And you could progress a lot just doing that. I mean, if you get into site ownership, look at Monica. She started as my recruiter, you know, 7 years, who knows how many years ago, 8 years ago. Now she's a site owner. So, but I don't want to ignore the question of data management. All right, data
Well,
management's
well,
huge.
Macruz, surprise, we're opening a class on data management.
We're doing that. But as far as that career, I think it's natural progression for CRC. It's definitely takes a certain kind of personality because some people would say it's boring, but other people would say CRC is too chaotic. So it just depends. There is no right or wrong. It depends who you are, what you do. And there's data manager assistant and then data manager. They get paid well too. The industry is getting more digitized. So this data is becoming more important, not just in our industry, but every industry. It's everything is data. Um, Emily says, hello, Emily. How's it going? Hamid says, hey, when are you going to launch your book about pharmacokinetic? I'm working on it. It starts with reading, and I've just been reading a lot lately. So that's why you haven't heard me talk much about it. But when I know more about those things, I'm gonna talk more about it. But yes, learning begins now. That's good segue. Everything's about, if you want to progress your career, always be learning, constantly adapting. If you want more, if you're happy with where you are, that's fine. You don't need to. You can
But
also enjoy,
even if you don't move in and you want to stay in the same position, you still have to be competitive
yeah, or else you
because
become
because
irrelevant.
somebody else can come and just take over.
Boom.
So you need
Yeah.
to be progressing in your education. You need to be always thinking 1 mile ahead.
Thank you. So, PharmD grad, watching the videos, interested in CRA, difficult. Building the experience. Finance is difficult now to go for certifications. Any advice? Yes. Approach 20 research clinics in your area. Don't worry that they don't post jobs on job boards. They don't have money or time to post all the time. These are small clinics. These are like clinics that I own and Monica owns. Approach them. Say, hey, I'm a PharmD grad. This is what I can help you with. They need help with operations at their site. They need help getting studies, getting patients, or doing community outreach or social media marketing or something. Say, I can do one of those things or maybe all.
And depending on your experience, you can also even go farther. Like, for example, I met somebody that is a pharma D. She has experience with psych. She knows a lot about psych and she became a rater. So
Psychometric
that's
rater.
another, yeah.
That very good point, Monica. So PharmD, I mean, what research site that's small and understaffed? By the way, we're all understaffed. Monica, at your site, are you understaffed?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey
You're
Dan,
always
at your
looking.
site, are
Yes.
you understaffed? Yeah. Well, lately no, but yes. When I first started, yes, I've been understaffed. If a Farm D walked in my office and said, "Hey, I'm here to help. You don't have to worry about paying me right now. I just want to shadow to get some experience. And if after a month you don't like what I do, I'd appreciate if you can help me find a job or like be a reference for me because now you're going to have experience." So, come on, there's many sites in your area that are waiting for you to come in. If you walked into my site about 4 months ago, I would have been like counting my blessings that you came through. I had nobody. Nobody. So the problem with people is they look at job postings. Oh, okay, UC San Francisco posted 20 jobs today, but I don't qualify for any of them. Or IKEA posted 100, but I don't qualify. Yeah, you don't qualify for those ones, but that's only what you see. There's 90% of the industry is what you don't see is who you know. Monica, feel
That's
free to speak on
exactly
that.
right.
Feel free to speak on that a little.
Well, I mean, just telling my story, I didn't know not even one person here in United States. I mean, only one person when I came back to California and I started working. That's the best way to go. When you start networking, somebody else that does somebody else might give you an opportunity. So you have to show that you're hungry. You have to show that you really want to get into the industry. And guess what? Even at the beginning, probably you're not going to be making what you have in mind. At the beginning, probably you don't even going to make any money, but you're working and building a solid, brilliant career. So everything has a price, and at the beginning, that's the price. You can even if you do the CRC Academy, that we give you the internship and all of that, there is always a beginning in your career, and to bring and to build that solid foundation. The best way to go, and Dan can confirm this too, is going to the small clinics, because you get to wear all the hats that make you a generalist, a multi-specialist, that give you many opportunities. So let's say you start working in a small site, and then you realize you were thinking that you wanted to be a CRA, but then when you start working in a site, seeing all the different directions that you can take, you realize, hey, you know what? I think my thing is regulatory. I want to be
Yeah.
a regulatory expert. This is something that I do. I develop a knack for it. This is something I really like. I can do it remotely. I'm awesome for that. Here you go. You have a career. So, yeah, the research is not a straight line. There is
Uh,
so
so
many
many avenues.
directions.
I was just texting my coordinators. They were texting me because we had a monitor visit yesterday. I should have them on. We had a monitor visit yesterday. The monitor, I met with her. She put a lot of queries in the EDC, but these my coordinators are only 3 months, 4 months into their job, so they're waiting for the email from the monitor with action items that wasn't sent. So they were texting me like, what should they do if they didn't get that email yet? I said, go in the EDC and look at her queries and look in the Creo, which is our e-source. She put queries in there, so you don't need to wait for her email. It's there, and then in her email, it's other things as well. So they're learning. They're learning all this stuff, and they're learning at a very small site where they're doing everything. They're doing IP accountability, regulatory, e-source, paper source. We have combo of all that stuff.
And they took the CRC Academy too, so that
Both of
give them
them,
also
yes.
a foundation.
We should invite them on here now, but they're shy. Well, they're kind of shy. They're not that shy, but okay. Let's go through some of these comments. So, Alfredo, okay, he gave some advice too for the pharmacist. You can be a clinical scientist. Absolutely. Look for those positions. Look, clinicaltrials.gov has thousands of biotech company, thousands of sponsors. Just look. Find a therapeutic area you like. Type it in clinicaltrials.gov. find the thousands of results, look at who's the sponsor company. Sometimes they have a email, sometimes they have a phone number. If not, there's always a company name. That's where you go on LinkedIn and you type that company name and you see the people that maybe you're already connected to some, maybe you're not. Then you reach out. This is networking. Okay, there's so many ways to do
Yeah.
this.
And like we were talking just a few minutes ago, I honestly, Dan, I still believe that face to face is always um, the impression that you give to somebody is even more strong. So if you find, I know it's easier to send your CV from the comfort of your house to all the clinics around your area. But I guarantee you, if you go and introduce yourself with your CV, your impact is going to be much bigger and the opportunity is going to be probably right there that same day.
Good, very good. Khadija says good luck to Mahruz. Anna says congrats on 3 years. Thank you so much. Please share your experience at the Florida event. Monica, share one more minute while I go
Okay.
through more comments.
Okay. So, what else can I say of that
Did you see
event?
CRCs there? Let's start there. Did you see CRCs there?
We did, we did some,
But it's rare.
we,
It's a
we,
rare sighting.
yeah. And you know what? That could have been an opportunity for any CRC to get a job in a very big company. And I tell you why. First of all, there were not many CRCs. And then on the other side, many of these companies were looking for employees. So
Like all of them, right?
I saw, yeah, every single one, and the HR representation was there. It was either the HR representation or the public relations representative. And you know what I think um, is being a trend recently, and I saw many of these site networks, and all of those site networks are always looking for CRCs. Always.
Tell me
I
about
know.
Site Network.
So we saw many site networks companies that are purchasing the small sites and making them on a site network. Some of them are specializing in specific areas. Some of them are just trying to look for diversity. Everybody's selling a competitive advantage, right? I saw one that specializes in CNS. I saw another one that was selling their idea through diversity. Then I saw other ones that they were spread around United States. So imagine the opportunities that you could get with these companies. 100%. They are looking for people, and even in our booth with the Latinos in clinical research, we got many of these companies asking us for the students, from the CRC students to the clinician students to the CRA students. So I'm telling you, this was one of those events that we network, and we were advocating for every single one of our projects.
So we'll get back to it. Let's get to some of these comments. I have opinions on site networks too, but we can save it for another podcast. Emily says, "Hey, from Uganda, working as a study coordinator at Uganda Virus
Oh,
Research Institute, now searching for CRA roles. That's definitely the next step is CRA after CRC. Keep doing it. Um, happy anniversary. Thank you. Three years has gone by so fast. Thank you so much. No problem. We want to see you go do this. Okay, you're on LinkedIn already. Go network
share
with
with
people.
us your story.
Yes. Tag me and Monica. Um, hi from Houston, Carlos Garcia. I liked the SCRS conference. Did you meet up with Carlos, Monica? Does he look
I'm not
familiar?
sure. I'm not sure. Did I meet up with you, Carlos?
Let us know.
Probably.
Let us know what you thought, Carlos. Thank you so much. I'm glad I joined this live. We are glad too. Cameron says hello. Thank you so much for joining. Can someone give me the link for this academy so I can look into it? Yeah, I'll
Oh,
post it right now.
sure. Let's link it. Yes. Yeah.
I'll post it.
The
You can't
next.
click. You're not gonna be able to click this. It's a comment basically, but Let me just
We
post it
are
here.
actually starting a new class at the end of October.
Yeah, we just started our CRA Academy. It's completely full. It's actually beyond full, Monica. We only allow 15 every quarter, and we always end up getting like 17 to 20 because there's people trying to join late, but CRC is also getting full. I know because I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell a lot of these people, hey, go to CRC, and we're already kind of full. But how's it looking as far as this class, the October class coming up, as far as enrollment?
It's almost full. But we still have openings for this class. Our max capacity is 25 students.
Oh, you're capping it.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we still have spots in that one.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
So there's the link, thecrcacademy.com.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the reason why we are now putting a limit on the amount of students is because to keep the quality for each class. Obviously, in the live class, people ask a lot of questions, and if we have a large amount of students, then not everybody will have the opportunity, right?
yep.
And then on top of that, with the internship, um, if we have too many, then it will be a little bit chaotic. So that's why we limit the amount now of students in each class.
Yeah. Yeah. With the CRA Academy as well, it's the same thing. But both we try to really do good job on those, not just the curriculum and the one-on-ones, but the internship component, which in my opinion is the most important.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would like to share then that with the CRC Academy, so we have. I'm gonna share really quick what's the our how the program looks like, so people have an idea,
All right. Let
right?
me put
So
the link back.
it's
Here you go.
okay. So it's 12 weeks class. Every week you have two classes. One is on your own time, which is a pre-recorded class. Then we go and have the live class. So this is on the same topic, I mean, on the same module every week, right? We go in depth about that module. We answer the students' questions. So we make sure everybody understands the topic. Even if we have to repeat the same topic over and over again until everybody is fully satisfied with the information, right? Then, after we finish this, actually in week 9 and 10, the students have uh, the um, the career development class. This is to give you tips about the interviews. This is to teach you how to create an outstanding CV. And our tutor is Ashley Margot, who is an expert in this area, and she has a lot of experience with research too, so it's both. And then on week 10, the students learn how to match that CV with their LinkedIn, because obviously nowadays LinkedIn is very important. Once the students complete successfully that part, we have two exams, midterm, final exam. Then we go to the internship, which is an externship. The externship is around 10 to 12 weeks. So at the end of the program, when you successfully finish the classes and the internship, you get the certification. And then on top of that, you will add to your already amazing CV the experience and the education. Just keep in mind that every company, when you get hired in any company, even if you have experience, they give you 3 months training, right?
Yep.
So the education that we're providing in the CRC Academy is practical, and those 3 months can be added as an experience, because that's like the training that you get in
And it
any
has been.
company.
It's been giving people a
Exactly.
running start.
And
Uh,
then
oh, go
the
ahead.
other 3 months of and then the 3 months of the internship. So you're gonna have 6 months experience plus the CV and then LinkedIn. You can get better than that.
All right. Keep the comments coming. Carlos says I did meet Monica. Monica Carlos, you probably looked a lot different, you know. I don't know if you were wearing a backwards hat. I'd probably go in there wearing a backwards hat. I mean, I'm down. I respect that too. But maybe you look different. Maybe you look like more dressed up. I'm
Well,
giving you an
hello
excuse,
again,
Monica, for
Carlos.
not
Hello
remembering
again.
Carlos. Okay, Khadijah says, now I'm working for regulatory and I realize that CRA is better matching with my personality and skills. Unfortunately, in Tunisia, there are only two operational CROs, and it took a while to search for a new CRA opportunity abroad. The problems, the visa process, the recruiters avoid foreign candidates. It relates to Marine's question how difficult it is to obtain a green card to work or student visa to learn in the US in order to return to Mexico to expand into a career in research like Tijuana.
Well, Maureen, I have to tell you that with our class, you don't have to have a visa because you can take the class from the comfort of your house, whether
We've
you are
actually
in
had
United
students from
States.
other
Yeah,
places.
we have many students from all over. We have had students from Australia, Canada, India, South America.
South
Um,
Korea. We
oh
had South
yes,
Korea,
I mean,
Europe,
I can
tons of
keep
places
it.
in
Yeah.
Europe.
Oh, Europe. Yeah, many
LATAM,
students from Europe.
we've had Mexico before.
South Africa, Africa.
Hmm.
I mean, basically in every single continent.
Yep.
um, so, so you don't really need a visa to study with us. However, if you want to move to the United States and work, that's a different story.
Hmm.
In
Hmm.
fact, if you guys want, we interviewed not so long ago a lawyer that we're talking about that.
Yep.
Maybe you guys can go and take a look in Latinos in Clinical Research.
Go on the
You
Latinos in Clinical Research YouTube page and just click on all the videos and look like a few videos ago, you'll see it. An immigration attorney talks to us for
mhm.
like an hour on just on this topics. But it sounds like for Marines, they want to return to Mexico to do clinical
So,
research there. So the CRC would
yeah,
be perfect. We've had people do that
yeah,
actually. I've
yeah. Reach
interviewed
out to
one
us.
actually. I
Hmm.
interviewed one actually. She's my Twitter buddy.
Yeah,
And she's a
we have
CRA
a
in Mexico now.
yeah we have a student in the past that he took the class with us. He went back to his country, but then he was traveling, and for some reason he met with somebody in Europe. Uh, Found a job in Europe, moved back to Mexico, and now he's working from Mexico with a European company. So
Hmm.
this world is very small, so you can work basically from anywhere in the world now.
This industry is awesome. Here's a special one.
Raul Gonzalez.
Very special, Monica. Thank you, Raul. Kamran says being a CRA is a lot of work. Yes, I know. I drove my CRA to her hotel yesterday because she came to visit us in Yuma to do a visit. She lost her ID. She couldn't fly back because she left her ID at home. So the only reason she was able to fly to us is because she had her Clearport fast pass, but Yuma Airport doesn't have that. So she needed an ID to get back, and she couldn't. So I felt bad.
Wow.
After her visit, I dropped her off at the hotel, and we talked about this. We talked about being a CRA is a lot of work. And I told her, I said, you
Yeah.
know what? Side ownership, I see a lot of you guys struggling, and a lot of you guys want to be CRAs and just realize it's a lot of work, but there are rewards at the other side too.
Okay, Dan. So if you're a CRA and you're getting burnout, remember you're not a tree. You can move to in different directions. The
I
industry
like
has a
that.
lot. I will find another area that brings you joy and I can take you in a different direction.
Mhm.
Obviously, maybe you're gonna get a little bit of pay cut, but then you can grow. You know, this industry can grow so fast.
You
I
can
mean, you
do
can
line
grow so
manager,
fast.
you can do
Yeah,
project manager, you can do clinical trial manager, you can do lead CRA,
auditing.
you
They
can
can
do
be out. They can
auditing,
be go.
you can do regulatory affairs, you can consult with sponsors depending on your
Medical
expertise,
writing, if
medical
depending on their.
writing. There's so much you can do. It's totally different. So if you need a change once you're in, that's what I love about this industry. Once you're in and you get bored or you get burnt out, this industry is very welcoming of other opportunities, but it requires you to network. Matter of fact, you could have gone to SCRS. I'm not saying camera on you. I'm just using this as an example to share. You could go to SCRS and I know their series there. Elizabeth Weeks Rowe, who I know really well from the show, she's a line manager now, I think, or maybe she's like a lead CRA. I'm not sure, but she speaks now. She's an author. Like, there's a lot of things you can do, not just on the side, but you can make entire careers out of it as well.
Yeah, and you know what? You can become even a consultant for companies that come from
Yeah,
overseas. We saw many companies from South America, um, and very interesting opportunities there. Like
biotechs.
very interesting.
Aren't you
No,
going back to Colombia soon?
yeah.
You got to do some networking, Monica, with some of these biotechs down there.
So we went. We met with two companies from Argentina. One of them is doing the patient recruitment for the Hispanic community out there, and they are now doing it here in United States. So it's a company that does the marketing and design the marketing for the organizations for the central campaigns, but these companies are from South America. Then we met to another company that is a site network from Latin America also. So they have different sites in different countries with different specialties. So, I mean, we
There's
keep
so
on
many
saying
things.
there are too many
And next year
opportunities.
there's gonna be more opportunities, and in the decade there, or in 5 years, there's gonna be opportunities we haven't even thought of, like e-source consultant. I mean, those are already out there. So you just have to keep your eyes open. I know as CRA sometimes you've got your eyes in the books and on the source, but you also have
Oh,
to keep your eyes open to the outsides of what's happening.
and if you like technology, we saw so many new tech companies.
Too many.
Wow,
Let's
I
be
was
honest. Let's be honest.
amazed.
Let's be
I
honest.
was
Too many.
amazed.
Too
But I
many.
was amazed of the companies that have created products that we really need in this industry that were not available before. So um, obviously, sometimes it's kind of tiring to keep
Too
opening
many.
new
Too many.
login credentials and all of that. But I saw products that I was just like, wow.
But
Yeah,
there are so
actually,
many tech companies because there are so many inefficiencies in this industry, and there is so much money coming into this industry as investments to try to solve these inefficiencies, which it's arguable whether they'll ever be solved, but that's another topic. But there's a entire ecosystem of just tech companies, and tech is supposed to take over the majority of R&D spending in our industry. Like, they're going to start getting more of the revenues, the total R&D revenue, than sites get. And CROs is the tech companies. It was supposed to be
so
by
imagine that.
2025. The
So
projection was
imagine
by 2025.
if you like technology, or if you want to go in that direction, many opportunities. Incredibly, I mean, it was incredible the amount of opportunities that we saw there.
Okay, so I'm a CRA at LabCorp. LabCorp is awesome, and your videos help me a lot. Thank you, Cameron. Okay, here's one near and dear to both of our hearts, from John. What's the best way to find local sites around me? I'm based in Los Angeles. At least I
Google.
think it's Los Angeles. It could be
I will do
Louisiana.
Google.
The advice is
Yeah.
the same.
Look, I'm gonna go. Just it will
All right,
take
you
me
do
1 minute.
Google. I'm going to do LinkedIn. Check this out.
Okay.
Clinical research. I'm just typing in the search box. Los Angeles. And I can narrow my search down by people or companies. So, or jobs. So, first one I see is this person named Carolyn Jennifer. She's a coordinator, another coordinator, another coordinator. Then I see jobs. Principal Health Outcomes Director, Clinical Research Site Manager at Santa Monica Clinical Trials. There's sites posting on LinkedIn. But remember what I said earlier. You don't need you don't need to just rely on posts. You can look up, like, let's look up Santa Monica Clinical Trials. You can look up their social media. You can hit them up on LinkedIn. You can hit them up, their directors on LinkedIn. And or you can just show up and say, "Hey, you know what? Like, I'm watching this guy on YouTube. He told me to come in. Blame it on me. He told me to come in and see if I can gain some experience. Here's how I can help you. This is my skill set. This is what I do." There's so many sites in LA, John, it's unbelievable.
Wow, I'm counting 60 now, just in Google.
Yeah. So, and whether it's
So,
LA or
John,
Louisiana, I mean, Louisiana, you just do the same thing for there.
and if you speak Spanish, John, tomorrow, go to these sites. You will get an
Today, it's
opportunity.
early. The
Yeah,
day is
today,
still young.
actually,
The
yes.
day is young.
It's 9:46.
Yeah, it's perfect, actually. So stop watching this and go to sites in your area. Or while you're watching this, go on LinkedIn or Google, pull up all those sites, go a deep dive on each of the companies that look interesting to you. The smaller the better, remember. Deep dive into their Instagram, into their LinkedIn, into their Facebook, into their TikTok. Get to know who the people are there, find them on LinkedIn, connect with them, email them, call them, show up in person. Get yourself there. If there's a will, there's a way. Don't just say, "Oh, well, I saw a post, but it said I need 2 years of experience and I only have 9 months of experience. I guess I'm not going to apply to that one." Don't do that. That's the easy thing to do. Don't do that. Entropy is easy. If you do nothing, things get chaotic. If you want order in your life, you have to put energy into it. Anna says, "Congrats for great work and openness to highlight the Latino community." Absolutely. Where's my Latinos Clinical Research hat? It's somewhere here. Paula says, "October cohort of CRA Academy here." Yes, we're glad
Yay!
to have you. Week one just finished, so week two starting now. You guys are gonna get into the heart of it pretty soon. And Tiffany, our great instructor for that class, amazing. The internship, amazing. Remote monitoring for oncology. I like that we have CRA and CRC because there's different needs and it's different level, different educational level, different personality type. You know, clinical research coordinator is kind of more of a generalist. CRA, a little bit more specialist. It is higher salary, um, but CRC can lead to CRA as well. All
You
roads
can
can
get
lead
there,
anywhere.
yes. Hmm.
All
Hmm.
roads lead anywhere. You know, I know CRAs. I know CRAs that became CRAs, but it was too much for them. Travel, maybe for the family. They went to be CRCs, took a pay cut. And sometimes they want to be site directors because sites are like, "Hey, you have CRA experience? Okay, we're going to put you in charge of like our operations because you know better than us what it takes to keep a site in good standing with the sponsor." Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Jetmal says, "Hello from Pakistan." Wow.
Hello.
Thank you so much for reaching out. If you guys have time to answer this question, what kind of coding languages and skills would make me competitive in clinical data? I've spent a lot of time looking at the job description, but they vary so much with the coding languages. I don't know where to focus. I'm actually interviewing somebody later today who started a tech company. Um, I don't know anything about coding, man.
Macruz, you know what? Next week, in October 12,
That's tomorrow. What do you mean?
18. No, no, no.
Ah, 18.
October 18 at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Still not
We're gonna
Monica's
have.
birthday, by the way.
No, my birthday is October 15 for
I know.
everybody there.
I'm making people guess, but now you let everybody know. All right. Send Monica your
Okay.
gifts.
Okay. So on October 18, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have a live for Latinos in Clinical Research. And our guest is from Medidata. and maybe she has that answer. Highly recommend you
Oh,
to
that's
go on
true.
that. Mhm.
Metadata is the industry leader. Viva is one of the other industry leaders. Um, and then there's small. If you curious about this, like I'm not the right guy for coding. There's people on LinkedIn doing this. I could actually connect you, Mahruz. Just message me because these people are reaching out to me all the time trying to get my opinion on something. It's way too many. That's why I said there's so much tech. It's like a lot. It's too much going on. But they're there in high volume of people. So maybe you can collaborate somehow or at least network. There is
Somebody
the
came to
CRC
say hi.
Academy mascot, Aurum.
Came to say hi.
Man, is he 3 now
Hi.
too? Is he older than the
Uh,
CRC Academy or younger?
younger.
Wow, he's only 2.5 or 2.
He's two recently.
My
Turned
husky
two.
just turned 2. My husky turned 2 3 days ago. Sonic.
Oh,
My
so
other one's
cute.
1.5. These CRC Academy is older than all 3 of our dogs. That's how long we've been
uh,
around, guys. All right.
yes, I saw Daniel somewhere there.
Yes, Daniel. Me and Daniel got
Daniel,
a special project coming up. Daniel, you know what I'm talking about? I've been trying like all morning to get it to you. I'm figuring out how, but I had to go live right now, and then I have a few more Zooms, but I'm gonna figure out. Daniel's one of our CRA Academy success stories. His wife Samantha is a CRC Academy success story. Husband and wife, both in research now.
both both
Amazing.
working in Harvard.
And Daniel's so good at many things that I mean he even helps us out with Yuma clinical trials on the side. He's helping me with some clinical trial guru stuff. He's
And
helped
he
you
helped
with
me
the
with the
CRC.
CRC Academy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's I mean both of them, they're a power couple in research. They both are very talented.
Mhm. Mhm. They need their own panel in 5 years at SCRS. Uh time. Oh, well, I didn't even read the question. Sorry. I've been lately running into lots of contracting offers instead of full time. Okay, here's my thoughts on this. It doesn't matter. Take it. What's the risk? The risk is that oh, your contract expires and they don't want to renew. So what? Let's look at the positives of what happened. Generally, your contracting role will be more responsibility than your current role. Time the meter is running, so you're building your experience. If you're tweaking your resume properly, even the worst case scenario is your contract expires and something happened with that company where they can't renew it, there's dozens of other companies that would take you now, and now you have that experience on your resume. So I don't care if it's contracting or not contracting. Now, when it comes to benefits, health benefits, and all that, yeah, that's a risk. Like you have to pay for your own health benefit. Guess what? Let me Cliff Notes. It sucks. Okay, like I pay a lot of money, self-employed for health insurance. It covers almost nothing, and I have to pay every month. But that's the only downside. But the upside is upward mobility faster, opportunity, more pay, more responsibilities.
But even that downside is not gonna downside of the contract is not even that bad because it's just for a period of time. It's
Yeah.
not like you're gonna be there forever. So
More than
see
likely
it
what
as
happens
yeah.
in those cases, more than likely what happens is the opposite. They wanna extend your contract or they want to make you an employee. There's a lot of contract to permanent jobs. The reason employers do this, we got to put ourselves in the shoes of the employer. They don't want to take the risk up front with the benefits and all that. It's much easier to let a contractor go if they don't like him or her than it is with an employee. So that's really what they're trying to do is they're mitigating their risk by doing this, and usually it turns into a permanent position, and then it gives you opportunity to say if you like that company or not. If you don't like them, you wouldn't
Exactly.
sign a permanent position.
Yeah, people always think the interviews or the opportunities are for the company to assess them, but it's both ways because you're
Mhm.
also uh, taking a look if you like the company or not.
Okay, Daniel, I gotta give you that thing soon. It's taking me way too long to get that thing to you. I like the CRA job a lot. It's really rewarding. Yeah, I know, Cameron.
Agree. Yeah.
They're happy anniversary, and then wash hands. It's very important to
Oh,
wash hands.
Yusuf. I mean, if it's the same Yusuf I have in mind, he's a former student from the CRC Academy, IMG. Um,
Oh, I know
I
him too.
think so. Yeah.
Smart dude. Smart dude.
California.
Yeah. Joyce, following from Kenya. Shout out to you guys out there. Always enriching. We partnered with a nurse practitioner from Kenya a few years ago with Monica. Actually, the site never worked out. We never actually started it, but we were planning it for like a year, over a year. So, like Kenyans, we love Kenyans. They're amazing people. Thank you so much for
And we
being
have
on
so
here.
many students from there too.
CRC, CRA. You're in the right place. All right. Brenda says, "Do you consider giving internships to Africans?" Of course. We
Internships.
we do we only do internships for our students right now. So CRA or CRC. The good thing about both of those programs is they're remote. So it doesn't matter where you are. You could be part of the internship and get US experience on your resume. That's the good thing about our
Mm-hmm.
programs. No other program really has this. Remote. Usually some of them require you to travel, others don't even have internship, it's just the training. We'd be If it was just about training, guys, we would be on here all day doing it for free. But it's about the internship, it's about the experience. This is why we have a cap every class because the internship is like no joke. It's work for us on our end. So yes, we do for the students. If you're not a student, you can still get internship for yourself. It's just the same thing. Networking, LinkedIn. Message me on LinkedIn, Brenda. We'll see what we can do. Uh, Clinical research events are great ways to find a way into the tech side of research. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
They're so annoying. I'm gonna be honest with you. These tech companies are so annoying. They're everywhere. They are super annoying. Like, yeah, Monica's gonna be
Yes,
silent on this, but
yes,
they're
yeah.
annoying.
But my rules, yes, they open boots. I saw so many boots, like many, many
And all
boots.
of them claim to change the world. We're going to change the world with our tech. And I've been hearing this for maybe 15 years. And guess what? Our industry is very similar to how it was 15 years ago. So, yeah, it's not world changing at all. But some of them do make it big and get acquired. And I could see why there's an allure to want to work at these small tech. And if you're going to go work at one of these tech companies, it's amazing. I mean, the tech sector of research is going to grow, whether it's annoying to me or not. It's going to grow. It doesn't care what I think. That's the thing about markets. They don't care if I like them or not. But yeah, conferences are flooded, flooded with tech companies, big and small. Flooded. Everyone wants to give you their demo. Everyone wants to show you how amazing their stuff is. What they don't consider is the site perspective. We don't want more tech, guys. All right. Unless it's very good. And yes, I know you're watching saying ours is very good. Well, so says all of them as well. And let me tell you, they're not.
We'll see. Maybe there is one that speaks with every single one of those um, um,
They don't want me
platforms.
at these
So we
conferences. They
don't.
don't want me at these conferences. Okay, so yes, absolutely. Go to conferences like DIA, Bio, SCRS, Magi. I don't even like any of these groups. I'm just telling you them like the big ones. Okay. Are there internship opportunities for those based in Africa? Yes, remote internships with our classes. Srivadia, thank you so much. Thank you. Count me in. Beautiful dog, Monica. We are behind on this
Oh,
promo.
thank you.
Aram was on like 10 minutes ago. Here's one. We can
Magdalena.
hide. We can hide behind this. Okay, Magdalena says why companies don't substitute 1 year experience requirement with years of clinical experience and higher education. I have experience as a critical care nurse and MD in Romania. I am also Romanian. Shout out to you. Cu mult plăcere că te vedem aici la LinkedIn. Since 2005, I worked as a registered medical assistant. Now I decided to switch career to research. I have been applying since May, and I'm struggling to get a CRC position in Atlanta. I am GCP certified and clinical research professional. Send me your resume, Magdalena, and I'll help you out as a fellow Romanian on LinkedIn. And Romanians, I'm not a, like, I mean, I'm born there, but we moved here when I was 3. But there's this thing about Eastern Europeans, they don't like to help each other. That's like a joke. That we don't like to help each other. I don't fall into that because I'm like technically Romanian, but not really. I don't feel that way. I know the language. All right, Ibrahim. Hi Dan, do you offer a free discount to those that are not US based? Okay, Monica, this is for you. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Our CRA Academy is done. It's capped already. CRC. What are your thoughts on this, Monica?
Yeah, the thing is, if we give different prices for different, it won't be fair with everybody. So that's why our price is very affordable, and it's a smart opportunity. I mean, there are many more opportunities out there that have higher price, that offer loans. We
Oh,
do
we're on the
not
low
offer.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
We
and
used to
that's
do
to
different.
make it more. Yeah.
On
Hmm.
CRA Academy, we used to charge different for international because before COVID forced us to adapt. Our internship was in person, and we thought it was unfair for international to pay the same price if they have to travel much further or maybe not even be able to do the internship. But now that they are remote, that's why we kept the price the same now for all of them.
Yeah, they get this exactly the same thing whether you are U.S. or somewhere else.
But there's Ibrahim, there's free ways to get in. Like message me on LinkedIn. Samantha, here we go.
Yay, Samantha! The CRC Academy is amazing. You are amazing too.
Oh, absolutely. You and Daniel, unbelievable. Samantha has been instrumental in Yuma clinical trials inception. She helped. Without her, I don't know. We couldn't do the Creo as well as we are doing now, which is our e-source. Um, there's a lot of things that she was like. She even trained the staff on how to use Creo. She was answering queries for me early on before I had a coordinator. She was my remote data entry person. Like I would see the patient. I was the coordinator, so I would see the patients and then put it in Creo, which is our e-source, and Samantha would put that data in the EDC.
She is the perfect example of being in a different industry and transferring all those skills to clinical research. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you only need one opportunity. And this woman, my gosh, she's nonstop. Like she even just in class, she was participating, she was asking questions. Then after that, remember that if you go a mile ahead, always there is somebody always looking and you can get an opportunity. But if you just like the status quo and be behind the scenes and don't talk and don't expose yourself, then it's gonna be more difficult, right? Uh, but she was in a totally different industry, and she made her way through this industry in a big way.
Huge. Samantha, I could go on for like an hour on her. Okay,
Yeah.
and we have. She's been on the show. Another pharmacist, Dr. Florence Besang Ash. Thank you so much for watching. Another pharmacist. You should connect with the other pharmacist we had, and it's the same advice applies to you. Uh, he was on early. Here we go. You guys connect. Connect. All right. There's so many ways like your skill set is so complementary to research.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the your advance faster or to get the opportunity faster, you can do it on yourself. Okay, you can do it on your own, looking for opportunities. You can that may takes time, and obviously
You
sometimes
did
it's
it
a
on
little
your own
bit. Yeah, it
when you
takes time.
started. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time. However, if you want to do it a little faster and having all the knowledge, the CRC Academy will be an opportunity. Just because we give you everything, we hand you all the information and all the knowledge that you need.
Mm-hmm. Um, Mahruz agrees with us on the tech. Well, at least with me. Tech companies act like door-to-door salesmen, bugging everyone nonstop, but then offer abysmal support when we need anything simple. I literally meet the one we use right now halfway to get anything done. Yeah, I know. And most of the time, they're ideal. Like at these conferences, the small ones that are trying to gain traction, they're more idealistic than anything. They're, oh, we're going to revolutionize recruitment because patients should be first. Like, who can argue with this, right? But then what are you actually doing? Uh, some algorithm is supposed to feed patients to sites. Somehow the coordinator miraculously has time to call them, but constantly to see if they want to join. And when the person does answer, they say they don't know what they're talking about. Eh, How is that changing the world? I could go on a rant. We should probably do a rant. Me, Brad, Daniel, and Monica for an hour. Well, actually, Monica's very pro tech company. She's too nice. She's too nice to do the rants, but I'll do
Uh,
it. I'll surely get across to you via LinkedIn. Thank you, Ibrahim. And then my Romanian colleague. Thank you so much, Dan. I will send you my resume. Keep in touch. La revedere. Mulțumesc. Um, anything else, Monica? We've been going a good hour. It's been
wow, it doesn't feel like it.
amazing. It's a party, but it's too early to have tequila. So, but it is a party. Okay. Here's another one. Danielle, I want to level up to CTM, but my fear to level up is prohibiting to apply. How can I apply for a CTM or assistant clinical trial manager position if I've been in the industry for over 15 years as a senior in-house CRA? You just need to do it. Maybe if you feel underqualified, here's my advice. Do one interview because they're going to interview you. With your years of experience, they're going to interview you. Interview for either CTM or assistant clinical trial manager. They're going to interview you. See how you feel after that interview. I mean, who knows? Maybe you get the job. Then you don't need to worry about anything, but you'll at least learn a lot from that interview. And if you still feel underqualified, I would go like project manager or assistant project manager role and then work your way up where you feel a little more confident because PMs have their hands in more things than in-house series. So maybe that's like two things I would do if I were you, and you can do them simultaneously.
The other thing is applying to smaller companies.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Biotech sponsor small CROs. They don't know what they're doing. In the land of the blind, all right, she with one eye is king. Right? So if you, I mean, if everyone around you is blind and you're complaining that you only have one eye, you know, how does that sound? So, Christine Naro,
Christine!
she said, I just got the
Christine.
notification. LinkedIn algorithm, you are losing it right now. Big L for LinkedIn. You guys need to notify the followers immediately. I'm taking this up to Reid Hoffman, the CEO. I'm
Christine
taking
is
this.
our amazing ambassador for Latinos in
Ah,
clinical research, and she is amazing.
and she's going to be a CTM. What a perfect segue from this
Yeah.
to this. Danielle, Danielle, Danielle. I'm talking to you, Danielle Simpson. Go on LinkedIn. I love YouTube. Go on LinkedIn and find this girl. Because she's a CRA, she's not a CTM yet, and she wants to do what you want to do, and it's always helpful to share strategies. And Danielle says, I mostly worked in sponsor companies. Then a CRO would take you in a second. Go to an interview. You're going to surprise yourself. Just go to an interview. Do not let fear, this word right here, fear is bad. Okay, it's good and bad, but it's bad when it's prohibiting you from living your life to the fullest. It's good when you're not supposed to touch something that's burning. That's good. Then it's good. For you, there's nothing burning. It's just burning in your mind. Leave that
Yeah,
alone.
just keep in mind the shortage in every single area in the industry. People like you with 15 years experience, I mean,
In the land of the blind, he with one eye is king. All right, remember that. Latinos in clinical research, if you have not joined yet, of course,
we
and it's open to
accept all
everybody.
ethnicities, so it's not just for Latinos.
Everybody. Everybody. Danielle says, thank you. Yes, Danielle. Go for it.
All right, so for the CRC Academy, thank you everybody that has been part of our growth. Thank you for all the students out there that have been part of the CRC Academy. Thank you for this industry that has been so generous with us too. And if you want to enter in this industry, the CRC Academy is a great option. You will have a solid foundation to start in the industry, and guess what? Just 6 months experience will take you in different with to take different
To
opportunities,
the moon.
and exactly, and you're not gonna have a big loan at the end of your career or of your education. You're gonna have a loan that you're gonna be paying with your first salary.
TheCRCacademy.com. We still have a few spots for the end of the October cohort. Anna says, have a lovely rest of the day. Warm regards from your friend in DF.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, thank
Thank you,
you.
Anna.
Please reach out to me via LinkedIn too. I mean LinkedIn.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, follow Monica. I'll put Monica's LinkedIn underneath this video so you guys go connect with her right now. If you're not, I don't know what is wrong with you. Go connect with her. All right, especially tech companies. Go bug her.
Oh.
All right, like, subscribe,
All
comment,
right.
share. She will watch all your demos. Bye bye.